I sent 200 Naruto Kayou cards away to MNT Grading earlier this year, and today they are finally back. We're also doing a giveaway for 3 different slabs. All you need to do to participate is number 1, be subscribed to the channel. Number 2, leave a comment below guessing how many black labels, which are perfect condition cards, do you think we're gonna get today, as well as what was the best returned card. We have a lot of amazing cards to get into today, so without delay, let's jump on in. Today is making history for me. This is the largest return I've ever done for Naruto cards, and kicking it off with an 8.5 of the MR Naruto. And next up we have a 9.5, stepping it up. You'll notice today for certain cards I sent in duplicate and a 10 duplicates for certain cards because I'm fishing after what you see here, a graded 10 version of these cards. 3 10s for this one. That's phenomenal. And for this one, we were able to achieve what's called a black label, so perfect 10 subgrades in all categories. It's definitely the goal, the thing you want to have for these cards, but it's really difficult to achieve. So we have the MR of Sasuke in a 9.5. If I remember right, I did not send in as many of these Sasuke. Sweet, so we landed the 10 on this one. Yeah, not as many of the Sasuke's compared to the Narutos, and Sakura as well. I didn't send as many for her, so 9.5, awesome. Currently already have a black label OR Sakura, so not chasing too many for her, but this MR of the CM2 Sasuke hits extremely hard. I love this card. So we started off with a 9.5, another 9.5 as well. And another 9.5 for him. Definitely chasing after that 10 if we can. And there it is. Gorgeous card. Glad we could land in that cracked diamond foil label. I love those through MNT. And we pulled another as well. If you have any interest in some of the duplicate cards that I pulled today, definitely hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and we'll try to work out a deal for you. I love this MR Naruto, one of the earliest cards they created. Landed a 9.5 for that, awesome. And I think, oh sweet, so we landed a 10 in this one as well. Definitely what I'm chasing a black label for, maybe someday, but we have the MR Sasuke that complements that one in a 10 as well. Crazy to have those cards in those kind of grades. And I'll definitely be chasing a black label Naruto because we got the black label for MR Sasuke. One of the coolest ones I probably could have got from this submission. So happy to have secured him. How clean does that look? So that means that cracked diamond 10 for Sasuke is definitely going to be up for sale in the near future. And starting off our second stack, we have some OR cards. I love this Madara card. I believe there's a Hashirama to go with it. 9.5 gold label, still looks awesome. And we have there it is, that Hashirama in a 9.5 as well. So it's cool. They both complement each other very nicely. Up next is one of my favorite ORs, being Toby. Rama, love the water dragon on that left side in a 9.5. I do have it in a 10 already in my collection. So we have Sage Mode Jiraiya, anything Sage Mode, Naruto or Jiraiya, I love it. And in a 10 as well, that's perfect. And then next we have OR Sasuke. Between him and Naruto, those truly are top 2 of some of my favorite cards that Kayou's ever created. So 9.5, kicking him off. And then we were able to land a second black label in the collection. Here's the second one I already have that's displayed next to my Singularity Workshop Sasuke statue. So crazy, somebody might take that home someday in the future. But we're not messing around, jumping right into Naruto. I definitely sent in a few of him, I remember, because I was chasing after that black label to go with the Sasuke that I already have. So 9.0, 9.5, we are stepping it up a little bit. And for the third, another 9.5. And for the fourth card, we got a 10. Sweet, so we were able to land a 10 in this submission. And for the fifth, we got another 10 as well. Wow, my goodness, able to get 2 in one submission. And we were actually able to pull the black label for this. So now I do have both Naruto and Sasuke. These are like holy grail dream goals. So amazing to see those side by side. I will mention real quick, if you look at the art for this, it cut off the Susanoo in the background, some of the effect pieces. Same for Naruto, Kurama's cut off at the top. I actually launched a project last week with Geek Stop on Instagram, and we came out with these extended art cases, limited to only 177 made in the entire world, never to be printed again. If you collect Kayou cards, I highly recommend picking these up. We're going to be making quite a few projects together and launching them, so it's going to be an amazing extended art collection over time. But I'll have a link in the description if you do want to check those out. You can see Kurama trapped in a Chibaku Tensei in the top right. Just incredible side by side. Can't wait to see these projects come to life. Thank you to everyone who did place their orders last week as we did launch it. We had quite a few orders, was definitely pleasantly surprised. And our next batch we're jumping into is going to be some URs. Though these are real simple cards compared to things like MRs or ORs, I still love some of the artwork. Like this Obito, I loved it so much. A much more dynamic pose than some of the ones that do just stand there. We already landed a 10, so one 9.5 and one 10. And another 10. I got these cards to pair with my Burning Wind Obito, and we have a black label 10 to go with him, so this is going to be an incredible pickup right there. Oh my gosh, so thankful I did send in quite a few of those copies because I wanted to land a good one for him. 9.5 on the UR Sage Jiraiya, and then a 10 for him as well. So sweet. All right, I'm building my collection of Sage Mode Naruto's and Jiraiyas, and he's going to be added into it. Here we go, right there. Speaking of the devil, there he is. And a 9.5. Phew, I swear this video is going to be a roller coaster of crazy emotions as we pull some of these amazingly epic cards. A 10 for him and another 10 as well for him. What in the world, man? Some of these grades, I'm so thankful. I usually do inspect my cards very thoroughly because that's why, to try to get these black labels, these perfect condition cards, I gotta say, the condition, once you get like to the 9.5 range, it's very difficult to see with the naked eye any imperfections. And so that's why it's kind of a gamble sending in quite a few that are that way. So here's a stack. I'll just tell you, I know for these right here, I landed all 9.5s, and I really wanted to land at least a 10 for these eventually, but it is just really tough. I've sent in quite a few of these Edo Itachis, and it's just never been successful. I think it's just because it's a darker card and it's more prone to have the whitening around the edges. I love this KCM Minato as well, but this is another tricky MR card that's being very difficult for me to land in a 10. Still, I'll keep on trying eventually. Oof, and here's a rando GP card. I love Zabuza, so I think I just pulled this and wanted to send it in for fun. And then we have some SSR. So this is, just a plain basic SSR, 9.5. I love the original Susanoo SSR cards that they came out with. Man, 10 for these. I think I sent in a few of these. I sent in a few of these, so we got a 10, and another 10. 3 10s for the SSR Sasuke, and then we have a Kakashi as well in a black label. The crazy part about that one is I actually have one of these in my collection already, but that card was super clean looking, so I wanted to set it in just in case. Oh, and this Sasuke, the ARs, man, they give me super trouble when grading. Again, I think they have those darker borders around the sides, which do allow for some of the whitening or damage to happen, or just straight from the pack sometimes. These ARs do have damage in my opinion, so I don't know how yours are, but yeah, see, there we go. Another 9.0 right there. You know what though, I'm saying damage, but it's really just minor imperfections. It's really difficult to see with your eye with those. But every once in a while you land something like this. This totally blew me away. A black label for Tsunade, and especially in the ARs. So I definitely unexpected here, but a beautiful card nonetheless. And then a Conan, we have a 9.5 for her. And Sasori had an amazing statue come out today, sweet, so a 10 could go pair well perfectly with that, made by Randy and Studio. And then we have an Obito in that 9.5, such a good artwork on that one. And extremely happy I was able to pull a 10 for him because I have a statue coming out in the future with him and the Ghetto statue that I definitely want to pair nicely together. Speaking of, here's a good example of how I do pair together cards and statues. My main motivation for grading cards many years ago was to accomplish that, but on the back we have my Jinchuriki playmat. This is going to go nicely with this next set of cards, which is going to be the earliest UR cards of the Tailed Beast and Jinchuriki. I want to get a 10 in all 9. Eventually, that's the goal. I've gotten, I think, 2 so far, so we'll see how many I get in this batch. 2 tails, let me see, 9.5, okay? But yeah, I won't be chasing these too aggressively, just slowly submitting a few when I can. 9.5 for 3 tails, really good. And we have for Son Goku and Roshi a 10, sweet. So we pulled a 10. This is actually a new one for my collection. So one down. 4 tails, Kokuo and Han. And another 9.5. And then we have the Saiken coming up, the 6 tails. We have a 10 for that one as well, so sweet. Another one down. We have a 10 in the collection that hit. 8 tails here. Hachibi Killer B, 9.5. Ooh, that's going to be a hard one to get probably in the future sometime. Naruto we have as well, a 9.5. Gorgeous cards. I love the way that they pair these together. And oh yes, so thankfully we have a third 10 in this batch. That's going to make, I believe, 5 out of 9 total in the collection. And hey, just so you can see everybody together, so you can kind of enjoy this journey with me as you see videos maybe released in the future, there is those 5 that I already had. So 1 and 3 tails were already obtained previously, but slowly but surely accomplishing that goal. Ooh, next up we have the MR stack for Tsunade and Jiraiya, I believe is the theme for this one. 9.0 for her, a glorious MR card, and thankfully able to pull the 10 for this one, so sweet. I have a perfect spot. I'm going to be displaying her next to my STR statue, and then we have a Jiraiya and a 10 as well. So we have the Jiraiya in his war outfit, right? So it's not going to be his normal or standard one. Really cool looking card, and we landed the black label. Why do these always look so much better when it has a little bit of black in the card as well? So that was an unexpected one for sure. Don't even have a statue of him in his war attire, but maybe one will be created in the future. This is one of those cards. Oh, I really was chasing hard. I sent in quite a few of these, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, let's see. Yes, 9.5. So a straight streak of 5 9.5s. Glorious nonetheless. So many amazing statues though can be paired with, and very thankful I was able to pull 110 for this one, so have a perfect statue to go with. I'm probably gonna put that with my Revive Studio Jiraiya, because I don't have my alt art card from Bandai that I used to, but that's gonna be perfect to go with. Here's a random MR. I love Haku and Zabuza, so I had to send one in. 9.5, glorious. And then we have Kaguya, one of the earliest MR that they ever created. I want to get one eventually, hopefully in a 9.5. Oh, sweet. So a 9.5 or 10 to display next to my KM Studios of her. That's an older statue of mine. And then we have Obito as well, 6 pass. I just did a statue recently for him. But let me tell you, if you get him in a 9.0, 9.5, I'd say that is definitely a big win. The gold label looks amazing. Of course, if you get the cracked diamond 10 label or the black, that is that much more premium feeling for those cards. But definitely once you land those 9.0s, they're secured as really good condition versions of those cards. So another version of 6 pass Obito. This is one of the later MRs that they did create. And so far, he is not wanting to go above that 9.5. It's all good. Sometimes, let me see. Yeah, 9.5. There it is. So I think it was like 4 of those 9.0s and 9.5. Sometimes it's just really difficult to get that. There's something minor imperfection that causes it not to. And for Madara 9.5, oh, this is one of those statues. I have an older Singularity Workshop 6-pass Madara. And yes, and the 10 to go with it. That 10 looks amazing with his color as well. So again, the whole white and black for certain of these cards, it makes them smack that much harder. Ooh, so this next stack is going to be the SP stack. These cards are the ones that really got me into Kayou. The first time I pulled the SP of Naruto, I think it's like SP03 or something like that. Oh man, that really just like totally hooked me into collecting these cards. So 9.5 for that. Some of these are early, some of these are later SPs. Ooh, the Conan. You don't see many cards for her. And a 10 as well, so that's perfect. Oh, I love it. I do have a BP of her in 10 already, which is, oh man, gosh, 2 of those. That's awesome. I knew those looked very clean, so that's why I did send those in. Oh yes, one of the early Itachi cards. That's amazing looking. 9.5, it looks good. Continuing the Ito Itachi, you know, we couldn't land the MR. Oh, yeah, sweet. So 10 for this. We couldn't land the MR Ito Itachi, so that one is definitely going to do. Oh, this Itachi as well. Sweet. Another 10 for him, too. 2 back-to-back. What a banger. And then the Sasuke. Oh, this one I think had like some print line damage or something on him. It was like, oh, yeah. So I knew something like minor was wrong with that one, but I wanted to send it in anyway because I love that card. And here's a more clean, yes, a more cleaner version of that card I was hoping would grade that 10. Awesome. And this is the Naruto I was talking about, one of the earliest ones, the thing that got me hooked. I love this card. It has so much meaning to me, and then landed the 10. This Naruto and the next one were the 2 that I pulled from my initial video, so amazing to get to finally send those in, and landed the black label. How beautiful is that on this card? Amazing, amazing that these came back this way. I tell you, I know we have one more SP. If you know, you know. This is a very expensive GAR card. I actually did a trade for this one with a good friend and sent it in to MNT. And the bad boy got a 10. So crazy. This card right here, like I said, the most expensive SP to my knowledge. And for it to grade that high, that is crazy, crazy. Those two together, this is extreme bangers right there. This next stack is a random 2 duo, so we have Killer Bee coming in here. I did send a few away to go with my Sume Killer Bee statue, and we landed the 10 for this one. So that is a beautiful card right there. I love this MR of him. He's going to go perfectly right next to my Sume statue of him. And we have some Might Guy statues using his Night Guy kick. So this is definitely one I am chasing hard. I've sent in like 3 or 4 previously. And I know for these, they are really, really difficult to get above that 9.5. So we have, let me see, our 4th. Yes, we got the 10 for it. So we landed at least a 10 for this. And then another 10 as well. Back to back. Oh, I sent in a bunch. So we did pull the black label for this one. So, oh my gosh. So that is definitely like a huge check off my collector's list to land now, and that is one that I really badly wanted for one of the statues I have. So wow, 2 black labels for 2 amazing characters for statues I definitely intend them to go with. Oh, this is the stack for the Hokage Naruto and 4th Hokage. I have some duo cards that go nicely together, so that's amazing. 9.5 for him. And then for the final one, we did pull a 10. So sweet, we got one secured for him. And I just love how that Hokage Naruto and this Minato look side by side. So I wanted to send a few of those away. 9.0 for him, a 9.5, and then I think a 9.5 as well. I think that's it for him. And nope, another one. So we have a 10 for Minato. So 4 of those, one landed at 10. Nice. Ooh, moving on to Sage Mode Naruto. This is definitely a card. When I first saw it, laid my eyes on it, I knew I'm going to be sending quite a few of these away to get graded because I want a really good condition. Sweet, so we landed the 10 on him, and then we have a black label. And if this is black label, there must be another black label as well. Crazy. 2 of black. This is the first time I've ever pulled dual black labels for a card. Oh my gosh. So that one's once and done. I knew a lot of those copies were super minty, so that doesn't surprise me too much. Oh my gosh. Moving on to some CR cards. So the CR rarity, if you're not familiar, is a harder card to pull for sure. A 9.5, that's awesome. But yeah, these are much more expensive cards compared to the ones we've been seeing before. 9.5 on this. I actually traded somebody recently for a black label on this one, so I'm looking forward to that coming in. 9.5 is okay. We have, oh, one of the earlier CRs for Naruto, 9.5. Because these are so expensive, they are much more difficult to want to send. Oh my gosh, a 10 for one of these. They're much more difficult to be able to send away because, you know, again, it could cost like several $100s, you know, alone for grading, much less to add them, you know, these type of rarity cards in the batch. So 9.0, that's not it. I've always loved the art style for these. The CR art is, oh my gosh, a 10 is amongst some of the best art created for Kayou. Just such clean, original. The one thing I love about these cards is it's such awesome original art. Oh my gosh. Tamari, oh, starting off with a 10. So Tamari, I sent a bunch in, 10, because I opened up a bunch of youth scroll boxes, tons of this, and dual black labels again for her. Beautiful cards. I love it. She's going to go so perfect with my Gianke Studio Tamari, one of my favorites, older ones, the only statue ever made for her. So man, 2 of those though, that's going to be cool. Then we have our last stack of MRs, kicking it off with this Itachi right here. Such a good MR card, and to pull it in a 10 as well. Oh my gosh, this one right here, I previewed this one, so I know we got the black label Itachi. I did share that on some of my social medias previously, so crazy to land that one for him. And we have a Nagato as well in a 10. Awesome card. Always amazing to send in like one singular card and get a good grade, because that means I'm never gonna have to send it in again. There we go. Never gonna have to send it in again. Kimimaro looking very, very clean. Hinata as well. Love this card. Very pretty. And then we have a 10 on her. And ending off the MRs for this video, so many incredible ones throughout it. We have another last incredible black label of Gaara from the original Naruto. I love the early outfit for him. This next stack we're going to be jumping into, I believe it's going to be, yes, the promo stack. So these are promos. Another Jiraiya 9.5. So I think I've already pretty much shared my affinity and love for Jiraiya. So sent in quite a few, quite a few, and got the black label for him. Man. Oh my gosh, I got quite a few of the Sage Jiraiya, Sage Naruto, the blacks, the cracked diamond 10s. This one right here as well, the 10 for this one. I wanted it so badly for a statue I own called Singularity Workshop. Sent in, one and done. Oh, we have the pre-Rs for Zabuza and Haku, and they both landed. Yes, 10s. I was hoping they would land the same green. I wouldn't care if it's 9.0, 9.5, or 10, just as long as they match so it looks good. That's crazy. The cracked diamond ice looking on there as well. That works so good. Oh man, then we have, in my opinion, the best PRs created, the best promos so far, Hashirama and Madara. They kind of complement each other side by side as cards. Brilliant idea. So 9.5 and a 9.5 as well for the second. I think I sent in 3 sets of these totals, and for the final Hashirama, we landed the black label. That is beautiful looking. If there's ever a set, that I wanted to chase, so now I'm gonna have to be chasing the Madara as well for these right here. So we have 3 chances to see what we can land for him. There you can see how they complement each other. You can see his war fan that goes from that. Oh my gosh, a 10 right off the bat for him. But the war fan goes from that side to the other side. Another 10 for Madara as well. Man, he blew Hashirama's out the water. And then, and then we landed the black label. If there's ever 2 cards I was hoping that we could get complimentary ones for, it is these 2. This... Man, I keep on thinking I found the favorite set in the entire video, and then it just keeps on getting better and better as I keep on going. This is crazy, this submission. Never mind. This is probably the best PR created. So many good cards by Kayou, but the 20th anniversary of Kid Naruto and Hokage Naruto side by side. Such an emotional picture. I love it so much. Starting off with a 10 for these. They were such clean printed cards. So I was hoping for some favorable grades. And there it is right here. We have a black label for this beautiful card. How good does that look together? And then actually we have a second one. A second one in the back. So amazing. Oh, that is definitely gonna, I can't wait to entrust that to a collector someday. Whoever is interested in that one. My goodness. Beautiful cards. Some of my favorite they've ever done so far. This next stack, we are pulling out the empty frog wallet. Why? Because this stack made me broke, man. This is an expensive BP stack. So these are kind of the most expensive aside from the SC cards you can pull. So 9.5 on the Jiraiya. That is like all you can ever hope to get with these right here. These are very difficult to get in good condition. Straight out of the pack sometimes they have some of the like whitening around the edges. It's just a pain. So 9.5 for Kakashi. Sorry, all 9.5 so far. Toby, Rama, we have a 9.5 as well. That one and this one, I know I pulled pack fresh from the youth scroll boxes, and yes, a 10 for oh my gosh, a BP 10. This is the second I have. Again, I mentioned I have Conan as well, and this one again is a pack fresh one. I pulled 10 on him. Sweet. So pulled that one in a video too. This one I did a trade for Hiruzen. Another 10 for the BPs. Oh, the 10 BP collection is growing. Sasuke, we have a 10 on him as well. That looks good right there too. Man, I gotta tell you, I was not expecting to see this many 10s for the BPs. Then we have the U-Scroll box. Tsunade landed in a 10 for her as well. What is this submission? This is crazy. She's another one of those like crazy expensive ones. Much harder to pull, I swear, in the youth box compared to the others. Another one from that series as well. Hokage and Naruto. So good. I love the art in the background there. A 10 on him. And I'll tell you, I already previewed this one in the back here. I shared it on my social media as well. The black label BP, something I never ever thought I'd own, especially for such an awesome card as well. This is such a good BP card. So this submission is crazy, and to end this video, we're bringing in the full wallet, and I'm saying a special thank you to Stanley. He traded me a dream card, a raw version of it, the SE of Kid Naruto that goes with the Jiraiya of him holding the full frog wallet, so that's why I brought that in there. But these are serialized cards, so only 199, made in the entire world. Just beautiful, crazy good art on this one. I never thought I'd be able to own one, and let alone send it away and for it to come back a beautiful 10. What a fun video, everybody. I will see you in the next Do What You Love and Love What You Do. Bam out.